Sorry, can you guys see my screen?
Not
No,
yet.
I'm not yet.
Let's present. Okay. How about now?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So I'll just quickly do a recap of what we've done previously. I know we've done strings. Probably let me start like this. This is just going to be a fast recap of what is really really important for us to know. Then I'll go to conditions. Before conditions, I'll try to lay my hand on functions, objects, what events are, what strings are, strings methods. We have numbers, we have arrays, array sort, we have dates. Yeah. So I'll quickly do that before I even go into conditions. So let me start with data types. Now, I believe by now, I'll just go to paste few stuff here. Okay, let me just type in. Now, remember we said something about var. What do we do? What do we use var to do? Who remember what we use var to do? Okay, my check. Who remember what we use var to do? I want this class to be as interactive as possible, yeah? Does anybody remember what we use var to do?
var
We
is
use
for
var to
it
declare
is for
variable.
designing variables.
Now, moving forward here, what did we talk about var? What did we agree? Instead of using var, what should we use?
You can use let or
We can use let or. My check.
Const. Zero.
We
const.
can use let or const. Yeah. Who knows the difference between let and const?
Uh, they are both local scope, but let is immutable. Like can't change. It's like for fixed variable.
Okay, let is what?
It's used for if you want the variable to be fixed. You don't want to change the variable, like immutable. Like you don't want to change
Is that let or const?
the const is for values that I don't want to change. Like if you don't want the values to be immutable.
Okay, const is for values that I don't want to change. Yeah, but let are for values. I'm just declaring variables. These variables can change depending on what I'm trying to achieve here. But most time we said those variables are not mutable, yeah. But if I declare an array with const, yeah, can I add to that array? Can I add to the content of that array? We are going to experiment shortly. Did everybody hear what I just said?
Yeah, I could hear you.
Okay, so I'm saying, okay, I'll go there now and explain that so that we don't get confused with that concept. Yeah. So I have these guys. Yeah, and I believe we've gone past these bits of the class. So this is I'm declaring height as a number. I'm declaring as first name as a string. Then x is an object that has first name. Let me don't make this guy X. Let me make this guy full name. Yeah. That has first name and last name. So you use the curly braces to signify objects, and we use the quotes to signify string. So in PF6, yeah, I can also use single quote to do this. Yeah, which is still going to give me string. Now JavaScript gives us ability to be able to either wait, sorry please, is my screen is it visible enough?
No, it's not visible.
Mhm.
The things are very small.
It's very small, right? I just thought
Yeah,
of, I don't know where I can increase this guy. So I'm trying to see where I can okay, cool. Like font size huge. Here, yeah.
yeah,
How about now?
yeah. I can see it well.
Okay, cool. Is it only Brian that can't see this? Okay, you go back now. Okay, it's better off now, right? Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
this is string. Now, what I want you guys to do with JavaScript is first follow the thoughts, understand um, the language, the syntax, because we are now moving into more coding now than what we've been doing with HTML. For those of us that will be doing Python later, you see that they share almost the same concept. So it's very important that we pay attention to this. Yeah. Just for now, try and understand. Please allow me in, Lydia. Oh, Lydia, are you not in? Oh, Akram, please, can you let Lydia in, please? Okay. Okay, so let's just follow the thoughts, then understand the principles, the basic principle of the language. So let me now go to I'll come back to const and let. In fact, I'm going to change this to let. Yeah, they are keywords let. Let me just change this to let. Then we're going to experiment let. So okay, let's go on. Then we have boolean also. We all know boolean means true or false. Yeah, for example, if I do let x equals 7. Remember, in JavaScript, you can choose not to put the semicolon at the back of your statement. But if you don't put semicolon at the back of your statement, make sure you don't put it in everything. Yeah, it's nice that way that you are consistent with the approach. I like putting semicolon. Sometimes it just makes you feel like you're writing code. So if I do this guy equals to 8, yeah, and I can if I do, for example, x equal. Now, who knows the difference between? Okay, let me go this now. Who knows the difference between x equal 8 and x equal y and x equal why is this behaving like this? And x equal 3 equal y. My check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, what is the difference? Let's start from the first one. What is the difference between this? What does this mean? X equals y means what?
The first one means x has a value of y, like you assign y to x. Then the second one means x is equal to y. Then the third one means x is equivalent to y.
So the first one is assignment, yeah?
Yeah, it's assignment.
So you are assigning, we are assigning y to
To
x.
to
Okay, cool. Then the next one means what?
x is equal to y. It's for equals. Hello?
Okay, wait. So you are saying, so the next one means x equals y. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Brain. I'll just, the last one means what?
X is equivalent to y.
Okay. X is equivalent to y. Okay. Who has contrary opinion? Who has contrary opinion, people?
I
Okay, yeah, tell me.
I don't know what it means by equivalent, but I feel X is equal has equal value and type. Why X equals to Y just has equal value.
Awesome. So what you are saying now is this. I'll just put my pipe here. The X has equal value and type. Do we remember what types are with Y? Do we remember the basic types in JavaScript? The basic data types in JavaScript? My check.
Yes, sir.
What are the basic data types in JavaScript?
Number, string,
Thank you.
boolean.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. I just want to be sure that we are all on the same page. Yeah. Okay. So that is number, boolean. Um. Okay. Now
It's
the
like
second one on line 12. What does that stand for?
Equal value but different.
Means equal value. So Brian, this is it. The first one on line 11 means assignment. Perfect. I'm assigning uh, y to x. The second one means equal value. Yeah, but it's neglecting the type, and I'll go deep and explain that. It means equal value, just equal value. It's used to check comprehension. We are checking the comprehension between two variables, irrespective of their data type. So, for example, let's now experiment. Let's experiment line 12. So line 12 is like this. Okay, we already won't have it here. If I do this guy, remember the first one is actually y is a string, right? My check. Line 7.
Yes.
Line 7 means
yeah,
y is a string, yeah? But
yeah,
line 6 means x is what?
An integer.
a number.
X is a number. Yeah. So if I check this guy, if I try to console log, if I do console.log, yeah. If I run this now, oh, what editor is this? Are you sure I'm not going to change mine? Who knows how to use these things very well? Okay, I should drag it up. Yeah, cool. Can everybody see? Oh, this is really small also.
Yeah, that is so small I can't see it.
Yeah, see, but what I have here is true. Mm. Wait, can any other person see what is console?
Yeah, I can see it.
You can see it here.
Yeah.
You can see that what I have here is true, despite the fact that y on line 7 is a string, but x on line 6 it's a number. Yeah. And I'm saying x equal y is giving me true because it's just checking it's just checking the value of both without using their data type. So see what happened now. If I make it 3, that equal 3, and I do run, you can see it's false. Yeah, because if I check the data type for each of them, so let's do something. So I'll do console log dot log. Yeah, let me do. You know, you can do this data type of 7. Yeah, so I'll do. Remember how to do data type. If you want to do data type of, you can just do data type of 7. Yeah. I'll copy this line. I'll paste it here. Oh, this should be data type of X, data type of Y. Then this is X, and this is Y. Yeah, once I run this guy, you can see it's saying, let me put this in front, I'll put this in front. I'll run again. You can see it's showing me that the data type of X is a number and the data type of Y is a string. But if I do equal, it's still going to tell me they are the same. Yeah. But if I do the 3 equal sign, it's going to tell me it's false. Now, let me tell us the what do they say now? Yeah, the trick behind this means when you are writing your software, anytime you need to do compare two variables together, yeah, the best approach to use is this. That is equal. So you are comparing, you are not just comparing the values, but you are comparing the data type. Is that clear? Mic check.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So, like we said, equal means we are comparing both the reference, the value, and the type. Equal just to means you are comparing, does it equal to this, just the value. Then we have others. Let me say, what does this stand for, people? So if I do this, what does it mean?
It's not equal to.
Yeah, remember, this is just not equal to by value, yeah? You get that? If I do 2 like this, it means not equal value or not equal type. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
I won't talk too much on this. I believe everybody know what this is. Back
Yeah.
back in the days, this is x is less than this. This is x is greater than x. Sorry, 1 minute, please. Please, what is it?
Slap my eyes.
You didn't know. Oh. Sorry. Yeah. Oh. Okay. You want to sit down here? Yeah. Sorry, people. Please. Okay. So back in the days, we know this is x greater than. Now we have this guy. X greater or equal to. Then we have this guy. X
Equal to Y.
Yeah, or equal to. I just said let me touch base.
Yes.
Let me touch base with that. Now we have how should I do this now? Yeah, we have this guy. Let me just touch base with this here. What does this stand for? I do this. What does it mean?
X and Y.
Awesome. This means X and Y. Let me tell you where we can use this guy. So I can do I want to do a comprehension. I don't want to write a conditional statement. Yeah, that is what I'm trying to avoid. So if I do this now, for example, I do X is less than 7 and Y, yeah, is greater than 8. You get that now. So that is what this stand for. I can do this to in my when I start writing my conditional statement. So we call these guys logical operators. Logical operators. Yeah, I'm not going to touch. I don't want to write a condition at the moment. So once we get to condition, we'll not use this. Yeah. So this is logical operators. Do we get that bit?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, then we have another one, which is this. Do we remember what this is? When I do this, what does it stand for?
X or Y.
So this stands for x is less than 6 or y is greater than 5. Tell me it is true. Say, okay, let's run the query. Let me just run the query now. Let's see. You can see I'm having false. Yeah, because we are saying x less than 6 or y greater than 7 or greater than 8, and they are both false. X less than 6 is false, y greater than 8 is false. Yeah. Say if I change this to x less than 7, yeah, it's still going to give me false because x is actually 7. So if I do x less or equal to 7, see what happens? I'm going to have a true because it's just checking for the first. If the condition of the first is true or the condition of the second is true, and that is why it's giving me this. Yeah. So that is that on that. Then we have one last word. Yeah, I think that we've done that. Anytime we have this, what does it stand for? What does this stand for? My check. What does that sign stand for? Or if I do this guy, probably let me make it better for us than if I do x this y and I come at the back and I do this. What does it mean? Anytime you have this is a not. For example, I can do x is not equal to y. Yeah, then this is s is not equal to y, both by value and by date and by data type. Yeah. My check.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Are you guys still with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
awesome. So we've treated those logical operators. Then JavaScript also have what they call bitwise operators. Yeah, which almost have the same thing with your logical operator, but they are a bit different. For example, if I do, let me just do this guy so that we have. Yeah, so this is an operator here. Now we all know what this means here. This means and. Okay. and we have this, which means or. Which means or. Then we also have we also have this, yeah, which is not. I don't know why this guy is behaving this way, which is not. We also have this dude. Who remember what this is used for?
Would be exponential.
Yeah. Remember, if I want to do something, yeah.
Raised to power exponential.
Awesome. So if I want to do this now, what is it going to give me? If I log,
Nine.
yeah, let me log. I don't, all of these are going to give me board. So let me do this guy. That is that and that. Let me do let k equals to, and I'm logging k. So if I do console dot log, I like always putting something in front so I can differentiate it. Log k. Let me I log this guy. See what he's giving you back. What is he giving me? Who knows why he's giving me one? Why is he giving me one? My check, is everybody here?
Yes.
So why is he giving me one, people? Brian, what were you expecting?
9.
I
Who's,
I can't really, I can't really.
who is also expecting a 9?
I was expecting a 9.
I was
I was
expecting a 9
yeah,
too.
So, okay, see this guy. Yeah. I see what this guy is giving me.
Yes.
Okay. What is the difference between the two?
I think this is multiplication. Like,
I think both of them are exponents, but one is for like less bits. Like one is for I'm not sure, sir. I'm just using an idea. Like one is for
Right.
60, or and one is for like 32 bits stuff. Um,
I think I think it's okay. I would say it looks like you divide, then when you divide the the number, I can't really explain it well, but I have a feeling it's related to division and
Is
the
what?
remaining one.
Is that is related to what?
I was looking like maybe you divide 3 by 2, but it will give you a remainder one. That's why I
No,
just thought so.
okay, what you are saying is modular. See, this is what you are saying, yeah? Yep.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
One.
You can see this is giving me one, yeah.
Yes.
yeah,
This is multiplication, right? That is 6. This
it's exponential.
is exponential. So what is this? Ha. So if I do this guy, if I do this guy, so what?
What's the answer there? I can't see well down here. The K, I can't see it down here.
I think
It's negative.
For me, I don't know
It's acting
using
as
numbers, but I know while using words, while using letters or words, that sign means must start with like 2.
Wait, maybe it could be subtraction.
yes, it's acting as negative.
yeah,
Yes, that's right.
Okay, see. Okay, I want to make sure. Yeah, so if you say subtraction, so it's 7 now. Is it not addition?
Wow.
It's 7.
Okay, so we have no idea.
Okay, awesome. I like this. I like this part. So first is we have bit bitwise operators in JavaScript. Yeah. So I'll let and this is I want this by tomorrow. I'm going to. How many of us are on the call? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, good. So by tomorrow, yeah, I'm going to check up on everybody, yeah, understanding of JavaScript bitwise. This is the guy. So if you want to Google, this is what you are googling, yeah, bitwise operators, yeah, and what they are used for. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay, sir.
so we don't. I won't come and give us the answers every time. Yeah, let's find out what this is used for. Then tomorrow I'll check. This time tomorrow, yeah, or before I'll check up on everyone and make sure we all understand this is extremely important for us to understand this grand basics. Yeah, so that when we start writing code, you know how to compare your data here. You know exactly how which data is what. Okay, okay. So we get to that. So that is on bitwise operators. Yeah, we are still talking about data. We've done type of. I think I've showed us what type of is used for, right? My check.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we know what an array is. I believe we all know what an array is right now. Okay, since we are quiet, let me give an example.
Yes.
We know an array. This is how you for so I can do this guy. Anytime you do this, you signify an array. Yeah, your array has some array has just value, some has key value. Yeah, so this is an array of age. Okay, we've talked about objects. Yeah, we've looked at type of. What is undefined in JavaScript? What does it mean? Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Because these are the parts that really confuse us as a JavaScript developer. We have null and we have undefined. Yeah, who can tell me what the two stands for? Who can tell me what the two stands for? What's the difference between the two? What's the difference between null and undefined?
Okay, for undefined, that means
Well,
a
I think
value is not assigned to a declared variable.
Value is not assigned to a declared variable. So what you are saying now is if I do let Sam and I do let me so that this won't break and I do console.log Sam. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So you are saying this is going to give me undefined.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll just log it. Voila. You're right. It's undefined. Undefined simply means I declare a variable, but I didn't assign anything to the variable. So if I come back here and do Sam is 2 or Sam is 3, yeah. So and I log, this comes back to 3. Okay, so what is null? Wait, check. Anybody has another explanation for undefined?
I think she's right. I agree with you.
Okay, you agree with her, yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, what about null?
Null is used to assign an empty value to a variable.
Bam. Wait. Don't confuse me now. Who is that?
Sorry, sir.
Is that Deborah or Grace?
It's Deborah.
Oh yeah, Deborah wants to confuse me. Deborah said none is used to assign what?
An empty or maybe an unknown value to a variable.
Unknown value.
Yes, sir.
There is nothing like unknown value.
Okay, sorry, sir. Empty.
Empty value. So are you saying, say, if you say empty value, yeah, are you saying if I do, see, this is extremely important for us to understand, yeah? If I do car equals to empty, this is an empty string. Are you saying it's a null? Are you saying this is a null?
No.
Okay, so at what point is this, what is null? Let me know that person.
Well, I think null is a zero value.
Okay, so if it is a number here, null is 0 value. Yeah? Okay.
Okay, yes.
But null, in JavaScript, null is actually an object.
Okay.
Yeah, null means nothing. Like it means nothing. But say if I do, okay, let me go back to Deborah. So Deborah, not empty. We have empty string. Null doesn't in itself doesn't mean empty.
Okay.
So I can empty anything. Not in himself doesn't mean empty. But for if I declare a variable, if I declare an object, if I declare an object here, and I want to ensure that moving forward, I want that object to be an empty object. So I can set it back to null. Say if I do car equals null, yeah. See if I come back and do console.log, yeah, type of car. See what happened here. I do type of car now. See what I'm going to get. You can see that I'm getting objects. Let me delete this guy. Yeah, let me do it. I want to make sure there is anything. You can see I'm getting object. I want to make sure that is the only thing showing. Did you see now that my car
Yes, sir.
is an object? So that is like I don't know. This couldn't be declared as bug in JavaScript, or is intentional on their end, or the programming language doesn't know what to do with null. So just assign null to be an object. Because if you go to Java or you go to Python, then the meaning, the definition of null is quite different, and that is where somebody said null equals 0. Yeah, if it is a number, you get. So null in JavaScript means not in JavaScript is an object. So I can declare an object. I think we've declared an object previously. Yeah, I have an object first name. See, if I come here and do type of first name, you can see type of first name is an object. If I declare first name, it is going to give me full name Love, last name Joe, because it's an object. But I can come here and do left equals to null. Yeah, see what I get now. Yeah, because this is already declared. Yeah, see what I get now. You can say it's set everything and say this is null. Yeah, so I can set an object to null. Wait, can I then now set a number to null? See what happened. I'll do X. You can see I can set any of this value to null. Right? So that is what null is in JavaScript. It's supposed to mean something doesn't exist. You understand? Something that doesn't exist is supposed to be null. But in JavaScript, null is an object. We get that, yeah? Can I move? Can I move on?
Yeah, you can.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let me now ask a question here. What is the difference between undefined and null? Remember, we said undefined. Yeah, correct me now. Undefined means I declare a variable, but I didn't assign any value to that variable. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Then we now said null is an object, which is supposed to mean that that value doesn't exist. That
Yes,
is
sir.
null. Yeah. Okay, so what's the difference between the two of them? So I'm saying null simply means a value doesn't exist, meaning it's not even declared. Let's do something. Cool. Let's do something. This is going to give clarity to it. We've never declared any variable X, Z. So I'll come here and do Z. Yeah. To see what happened. You're saying Z is not defined. So we didn't define Z anywhere. So it's going to tell me Z is not defined. Or if I go back to my X is not. So who can give me what is the difference between undefined and null?
I think undefined is assigned by JavaScript. Null is assigned by developers.
Okay, that is another angle. Undefined is assigned by JavaScript, not is defined by the developers. Any other view?
The type of null is an object, while the type of undefined is still undefined.
Okay, the type of null is an object. The type of undefined is undefined. Awesome. Any other person? Any other person? Is Lovett on this call? Okay, Lydia, go ahead.
Yes, sir.
I think undefined is a type and null is an object.
Yeah, no, undefined is what? A type.
Yeah.
A type of what? It's a type of undefined. Yeah. Undefined is a type of undefined. And null is an object. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Love it.
Sir?
Yeah. What do you have to say for yourself in this party? Yeah. Do I have is peace on this call?
Yes, please on the call.
Yeah. Please don't hide under any shadow. Yeah. Peace. What is the difference? What do you think is the difference between null and undefined?
Undefined can actually be no object, while null is either a value or an object.
Undefined is never an object. Undefined is of the type undefined. Null
Okay.
is of the type objects. Yeah. So we said undefined is when a variable is declared but not assigned. We said null simply means that particular object is supposed to mean that something does not exist in any way. That's what null is supposed to be. That is, it doesn't exist, or you set the object to empty, or that particular object is empty, is null. So if I do an array, yeah, let me use an array to experiment this. Yeah. So if I do this guy, no, this is supposed to throw. But this is an empty array, so it's just declaring back to me as an empty array. Yeah, and this will now take me to the conversation of okay. Yeah, anybody has question about null and undefined? I want to do one last thing before we move on. Any question about null and undefined?
Yeah, I've understood null, but I've not understood undefined.
Okay, see what undefined is. I declare a variable called car, but I'm not assigning car. Car is neither a string, yeah, nor a number, nor a boolean. I didn't assign it to anything. So if I come and console log car, it's going to give me undefined because I declared car, but I didn't assign car to anything. Is that clear?
Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that is undefined. Any other person has any question? Any other question?
So is undefined and non data types.
Yes. They
Yes,
are
my
both-
question is,
Okay, go ahead.
okay, so what's it used for? Like the null and the undefined. Like if you're going to use it on the web page now, what would you use it for?
Yeah, awesome. Thanks. Now this is it. So I want to check for value. I want to check, e.g., for value of a particular variable. Yeah, and I want to make sure that value exists or that variable, yeah, is declared. That variable is declared and has a value. So I can come here, or I don't want to write this code, or you want me to do it. I can come here and say if y, yeah, equals to undefined. I can say do something. Yeah. Then I can say s. S means it's been declared. Yeah. Get the value. And I'll give you scenarios here. Scenarios where you can use this is probably I want to check. You can see what this guy is telling me. Remember, people. Yeah, remember, people. I said when you are doing comparison, how many equal to should we always use? 3. That is to check for the value and to check for the type. Yeah, you can say now. So this is saying, oh, if car was not assigned to any variable, did this. If it is, what was it assigned to? Do you get what I'm saying? So this is how you probably use it. So I can do if this is this, and I want to check if it's a string, and car is not empty. You get. So this is what you use them to do. You use them to do, and remember, I always do this guy. You use them to check conditions when you're writing your code. Yeah. And sometimes I get to some levels where I want to even check if this is, yeah, I can do if this is not empty and this is not null. You get. So why you are doing this is probably there is anywhere within your code where you think somebody must have found wherever probably a bug that you've written that you've not captured that must have turned this to a null. So you check for this. Basically, you use them to check for conditions of your variables or your declarations as you move on. I don't know if that answers your question.
Yeah, it did. It did.
So, but now I just want us to understand all of these things so that when you start using it, it's faster. Yeah. Okay. Where are we? Let me ask this. people, if I do this guy, if I do null equal undefined, what do you think I'm going to get? Is it going to be a true or a false? Yeah, people,
True.
it's going to be true.
Yes.
So everybody votes for
No,
true.
it's be a force.
Yeah, tell me why it's going to be a false.
Null is an object. Why undefined? What's it again? Is not assigned. So I think the type is different.
Awesome. Yeah, man. See, I'm going to send you a pizza to your house. Yeah.
Yay! Okay.
Okay. People don't ever forget this. Yeah. When we have three equal sign, means we are checking for the value and we are checking for the type. Remember, we said the type of null is an object. The type of undefined is undefined. So let me do this so that we have that clarity. I'm going to do type of null. Then I'll come in and do type of null. Yeah. Remember to always do this guy. I'll come and do console. Then I'll do type of undefined. Yeah. Then I'll come here and do this guy. And the type of undefined. Yeah. See what happened here. If I run this now, you can see my type of null is an object. My type of undefined is undefined. So if I come back and check equality and the two, yeah. Let me just make this guy compare. This is now we are saying no. See this dude now because undefined. We always give us false, yeah, because their types are different. Do we understand that, people? Mic check.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Yes,
See
sir.
something. If I do this, what will it give me?
True.
Awesome. It's true. Why?
Because their values are equal.
What is their value? What is the value of null?
It's empty.
And
Why
the value
undefined?
is empty. God bless you. Yeah. It's going to give us true because their value are the same at this point, but their data type are different. Yeah. So we need to be extremely mindful of this as we move on. Then we are going to talk about another refresher before we move on. It's on primitive data. Yeah. Who can give me an example of primitive data? What are primitive data in JavaScript? Mike, check. I know somebody is doing Googling, is Googling now, yeah?
Strings, numbers.
So we have string, we have number,
Boolean.
we have Boolean, yeah? Then we have one more.
Undefined.
We have undefined. So now tell me, why are these primitive data? Why do we call them primitive data?
Because they are immutable.
What?
They are not objects. I would say they are not objects.
They are not.
Basing on
Okay, so you are saying they are not mutable. You are saying they are not because they are not object. Okay. Any other person? Any other person?
Because they are the basic building block of other data types.
They are the basic building block of other data types. Okay. Another person. Anyone else, please? Okay, I thought we are all right. They are not objects. They have no methods. Yeah, and like you said, they are kind of the basic principle. We all need to understand what strings does. I believe we all know what string are right now. Yeah, we all know what strings are. We all know what numbers are, and we all know what booleans are also. So let's go to the last. We have JavaScript have what they call complex data. Who can give me an example of complex data?
Object arrays.
Yeah, so complex data are your objects, your array. No, if
Symbols.
symbol, no, do we have symbols in JavaScript? You are taking me to Python now. Who said that? Okay, so in JavaScript, we don't have symbols. Yeah, don't worry, when we get to Python, we'll discuss symbols. So wait. People, if objects are complex data, that means null is a complex data, right? Hello?
Yes, yes.
That means null is a complex data because we said null, it's an object. Then the last one is a function. Functions are complex data in JavaScript. Do you know what functions are? Do we know what functions are?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let me declare, tell me if I'm right. I want to be sure, yeah? I want to be sure if I'm right. Do addition. Yep. So this looks like a function, right? Can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
This looks like a function in JavaScript. What is the time? Okay, we're now going to use we've discussed data types. Yeah, remember our boolean, our undefined, the difference between boolean, the difference between undefined. We said we should research about one that is bitwise. Yeah, data in JavaScript. I'll get a reply on that. Yeah, we've discussed about string, about numbers. Yeah. Any question? Anybody has any questions? Yeah, I want this to take us to the next one. Yeah.
In other
Yeah.
primitive data types, you said number is one of them.
Yes.
But can't number be divided into subcategories like float, the one that has decimal?
Okay. In JavaScript, yeah, we consider all of them numbers. That's why we say number is primitive. Now you now have, yeah, I don't want to cover that aspect yet. Yeah, you now have big int in Java also as numbers as data type. Yeah, we have big int, but we consider every other numbers, including the ones that has decimals as numbers. But if you get to Java, Python, they are now completely different. You call them floats, you call them integer in some places. So floats are the guys that have decimal, int are just the guys that are all numbers.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Can we go ahead?
Yes, we can go ahead.
Yeah, let's quickly look at functions. Then we'll wrap it up today. Akram, is Akram still on the call?
Yes, I'm on a call and I'm ready.
You are ready? Okay, awesome. Let's just look at function. Then we end it up. Then I'll probably follow us up on. We are supposed to do comprehension, conditions, switch, loops. Okay, but let's do this. Let's look at function. Functions in JavaScript are just building blocks. They are blocks of code that perform a specific task. I'm just doing a block of code to perform a specific task. So I start with like this. Because it does a specific task, yeah. Most time I like do addition. Yeah. To just tell me that, oh, this function is doing addition. Then we have what we call parameters in we have parameters. Yeah, parameters are, who can tell me what parameters are? What they stand for?
They are arguments that a function has.
So parameters they are more like arguments that the function is making use of, yeah, to do whatever it needs to do. Okay, so I can come here now and say, well, let me just return. The return keyword is for what? What does it stand for? The return keyword, what does it stand for? What does it mean?
Is used to return the value to the function. That's the is used to return the value to the caller. That's the function.
You don't confuse me now.
You use it to return a condition that has been met.
So you guys are using return to define return for me.
You use it to display a condition that has been met.
Use it to do what?
To display a condition that has been met.
You need to display a condition that has been met. Any other person? Any other person? May I check? Return. So see, return, what return actually does here is to stop, to end, stop or end the execution of a particular function, yeah, and display the value and specifies the value to be displayed when the function is called. Hey, bro, me English now. Yeah. So now let me rephrase it now. So a return actually ends, when we say return ends the execution of a function, means if I do return true now, yeah, if I do return true, it means anything after return, yeah, won't be executed. So return ends the execution of a function, yeah, and specify the values that are to be displayed when that function is called. Remember, when you declare a function, you also call the function. So I don't want to go deep on function. Then we have some functions that are self-invoked functions. Yeah, we get to those ones. Yeah, but when we declare a function, we call the function. And at the point where we are calling the function, return ends the execution of that called function. Yeah, and return a specified value. For example, I can choose to return true. So when I come down here now, yeah, I can now do, yeah, let's use counts. We need to explain what counts do briefly before we go on. I do sum equals to, remember, I'll do I must pass in the numbers of parameters argument that I have. So I'll do 1 and 2 and 5. I'll hand this guy. So if I come and do console.log of sum, yeah, see what it's going to give me. What did I have here? Oh, unexpected. I didn't close this guy. You can see it's giving me sum equals true because let me just do this. Let me do this. Yeah, it's giving me sum equals true because I'm returning true. Yeah. So I can specify whatever I want to return in a function. Yeah. So return ends the execution of that function and returned the specified value. Yeah. Am I clear on that?
So I have a
So,
question.
oh yeah, go ahead.
Sir, in a function now that you don't want to, like maybe when you are writing the function, you don't want to return a data type. So can you only specify like console.log without returning any statement and it still work, or it will be undefined?
Okay, no, so what you are saying, you want to return console.
No, I'm not returning console. Like I'll just put console.log. I'm not returning, like maybe I've declared a lot of things inside the function. So
Mhm.
I have multiple data types. Like I have this one doing this one doing this. So I just want to print out the output in the function. I don't want to return anything.
You don't want to return. So yeah, okay, for those kind, of course, yes. Oh man, when we get to TypeScript, it will be clearer. Yeah. So those are functions that you declare as void. Yeah. So in TypeScript, you can say void. Void means don't return anything. Or I can say I want this particular guy to return a string. Yeah. Then it's going to check, TypeScript is going to check to me to make sure that, for example, this is Boolean. It's going to throw an error if it were in TypeScript. Yeah. That is, so what you are saying is I just want the function to do something.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah, I don't want to specify. Yeah, of course, yes, I can do this. I can declare a function this way. Say, oh yeah, let's do something. Say, I'll just do 2 plus b, and I'll close it. I'm not returning anything, right? But the dude is doing 2 a plus b. See what happened if I run this guy. What did I get? Undefined. Because you know why? This guy, sum, is undefined because it's not assigned to any variable because I declared it here. I declared this function here, but this function does not specify anything to return. So its sum is undefined because nothing is assigned to sum. So, but say, if I come here now and do return, yeah, see what now happened to sum. My sum is 7, which is what I've passed here. 2 plus 5, 7. If I change this to 50, you get. So what function does, it gives you ability to write a block of code that do repeated tasks. Does the same thing that you give to it. Yeah, so you can declare functions that doesn't return any value. That does probably does. But you can do functions that does do assignment. That just assign values to some specific things and you are fine. Does that answer your question?
Sir, in that situation, does it
Yeah.
mean that it will it will do it, but it will still return undefined?
Because you didn't return anything, it's still going to do okay, let's experiment if I get what you're trying to say, I can do this guy. I can say yeah. See, let me say yeah um let D, I declare D, let E, I declare E. Yeah. So I come to my function here. I say pass D and E. Yeah. And I said D equals to some more, and I'll say E equals to go. Yeah. See what happened here. I now declared this function. I declared this. I'm not returning anything. So if I declare this function and pass D and E, yeah, and I come here, you can see this is undefined. So I'm going to console.log. I'm already know what my possible problem will be, but let me just go ahead. Yeah. We can see D is still undefined because, yeah, like I know it's going to give, this is, man, lexical scope. Yeah. This is not scoping because this D is defined inside of this guy. That is why this is still undefined. So I'm trying to paint a picture where you can actually do stuff in here. Yeah. Do whatever you want to do in here. But when I'm trying to look for a very good example where you can do what you want to do here, declare the function, and you are still fine, even though you are not returning anything. The function will still do what it's supposed to do. So what I'm saying in essence is, it's not all functions that end up returning a specific value. I don't know if it's explain what you want. Michael?
Sir, so in situation whereby the function is not returning any value, how will I get the answer and to not give me undefined if I don't want it to? It's because I have multiple things.
Yeah, no. See, a function is supposed to do a specific task. You get, never write a function to do multiple tasks. Yeah, a function is supposed to do a specific task. For example, do addition. If I need to do subtraction here and automate it, I'll write another function for that. I'll say do subtraction. So make sure your functions do a specific task, and that is why it's a function here. Let the name of that function, yeah, let it speak to what the function is doing. Okay. So, but I'm trying to look for an example where, okay, probably when we get to Angular or we have, yeah, we start seeing examples where I declare a function, yeah, but the function is not returning anything, it's just returning void. Yeah, I just want to use that function to perform repetitive tasks before I do something else. You get, so I can declare a function to do for it, but each function have to do a specific thing. Yeah, exactly.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that is function and function declaration. I don't know if any other person have question. Do any other person have question?
So I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I was going through something, I think a video, and they said something on return keyword can be stored in a variable.
You said
They gave an example, but I don't really understand it.
they give example that
Like they gave an example, but I don't really understand that statement that return keyword can be stored in a variable.
return keywords can be stored in a variable. Yeah, this is what we've just done here. Yeah. Remember, I'm returning, for example, if I do, let my subtraction just do subtraction. I've messed up. If I do return B plus E, and this is done 4 and this is 7. So I'm trying to run that code. So if I run this code now, yeah, you can see sum equals to 9. So what I've done is to assign whatever is returned from my do addition to sum. Yeah?
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any other question, please? So these are just the basics of these are the basics, yeah, these are the basics of functions. This is what you just use functions to. You declare a function, then you invoke it. Yeah. Now I want to talk lastly today before Akram just quickly brief us on on this guy. Remember, I can do let sum equals to sum of, yeah. Then I can come down here and do sum equals to this. Can I do this? If I do console.log sum of, take all of this away. So I've declared somewhere. So let me change this to say x. And this is x. You can see that Samuel is giving me back peace. Yeah. But here I declare sum. I declare s as Samuel. I come and reassign s to. But if I change this guy to this guy, what happened here? It's saying assignment to constant variable. This is a syntax error. I can't assign. And that is where somebody was talking about mutating when she was giving the difference between constant and let. I just thought we should discuss this before we move on here. Do we understand this now? So once I declare this, but see, if I declare this dude as an array, and I say log, oh God, that's it. It's say peace Libya. Yeah, I can declare this guy. Yes, it's going to give me this array. But do you know if I do this guy, but push? I don't want to talk so much on this now. We're going to go to array where we discuss array in depth. I did dot push of Brian. Now, what is this going to throw an error or is going to go? Is a valid syntax? Will I get an error?
No, I think it's going to add Brian to the array.
Okay. So, but we said when you do constant, you can't change the values. You can't mutate the value. Hello, people. Hello,
Yes.
people. Yeah, we said we can't mutate
Yes.
the value. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yes, we can.
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, so we said we can mutate the value. So if this guy is adding to it, is that mean that I've mutated? So now people here, this in itself, constant doesn't mean you can mutate the value here. Yeah, it means you can't assign the value. These are simple interview questions in JavaScript, yeah, that sometimes we miss. It doesn't mean you can't mutate the value. It means I can't reassign. I can't reassign the value. You get? I can't reassign the value, but in some cases, I can mutate the value. And I'm going to show you several ways in which that is possible. So this is one way.
Oh my God.
Can you hear me?
Any-
So if I
Yeah, I
do
can hear you.
If I do this now, you can see I have Brian inside already. Yeah. So it
Yeah.
simply means people see this guy now. Yeah. T equals to let me do T equals to Akram. Yeah. It means I can't come and
Yeah.
say T. I can never say T equals Brian again. Yeah. Because I'm reassigning. It's going to throw an error. Yeah, but do you know I can do this guy and do T equals to I have Akram, yeah, which is Akram. If I do substring, oh don't let me complicate this guy. Let me just stay here. So I can reassign this value here. But if I have an object, if I have an array, I can change the value within the array. So please, when they ask you the difference between const and let, yeah, the mutating part, just be silent on it. Let it be. Constant declaration creates a read-only reference of a value. It creates read-only reference of a value, yeah, that are not assignable. You can't reassign them, yeah. But if you have an array, you can mutate the value what we just done now, but you can't reassign. I just said I don't want to forget this for today. Any question, please?
Please, sir, can you come
Okay, so
over
I
again?
did.
So I'm saying for constant here, const means const creates a read-only reference to a value. Yeah. It means,
Sir,
you said? Let me just be typing it here.
okay.
So I'm saying const create a read-only reference to a value. Yeah. It doesn't mean the value is not it's old. It doesn't mean the value that is old is immutable. It just means you can't. Um, it means you cannot reassign. Come on, reassign. How do you spell reassign? Yeah, reassign the value. Because it means you can't reassign the value. But like we've experimented with our X array, you can see that I can do brand push. If I can even come and do this guy, yeah, and push love it too. Yep. And when I run, you can see my love it is in my array. Yeah, and I can even remove it. So who remember who has done array? If I want to remove from an array, what will I do? I want to remove an object from an array.
Pop.
Yeah, so I just pop. Who should I pop now? Let me pop peace. Because peace came late today, yeah. Let me just pop him away from this area. Yes, the guy. Yeah, because peace, you know, I can't pop peace away because peace is already in the original area, but I can either remove Lovett or 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 Brian. Yeah, let me see. We have declared push here. Yeah. Okay, so I can do all of those. Yeah. So that is. I don't know if any other person have any questions as regard constants.
Okay, yeah. Does it mean that constant is just restricted to just three, like love, peace, Lydia? You can't add extra to it, something like that.
No, but I just added Brian and Lovett to it.
Like you added it on a different line. Like, can you just add it within what's that called again? Within this bracket here.
As in, I should come here and do this.
Yes.
I can do that now. See, this is what we are trying to explain. Remember, remember. We've declared S to be an array, yeah, that
All right.
contains love, peace, and Lydia.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, the general what did I call it? The most common definition of const means we can't mutate it, we can't change it. Yeah. But I want to use this to just prove that you can change the value, but you can't reassign S. For example, okay, let's break this guy now. I come here now and I do x equals to, yeah, this can't happen, yeah, Brian.
Okay.
Love it. This means I'm reassigning S. If I do this, I'm supposed to get an error. You can say, I'm getting an error, a syntax error, because I'm reassigning. But with the next line, that's line with line 63, I'm not reassigning. I'm only mutating the value that has already been assigned, and everything will be fine. And that is why we say the definition of const in itself is not that the values and that it's old are not they are immutable, yeah, but you can't reassign them. They are read only. Yeah. Why people come up with that definition most of the time is if I do this equals to t equals to Accra. Yeah. The only thing I can perform on T is probably the T dot. Yeah, I can do substring, yeah. I can do substring on T. Okay, I think I can do length. I'm screwed right now. Yeah, I think I can do length. If I do log of length, T, yeah, should give me the length of T, yeah. Okay, fine. Then I can do stuff like substring. Can't I do substring? I should be able to do substring too.
It's 9 o'clock.
Yeah, you see, I can do substring, yeah. Of
Alright.
T, yeah. So I can do all of these things on T, but I can't completely come and say, oh, T is not equals to Sam. Yeah,
Okay.
it's going to frown at it. Yeah. So that is the core difference between let and const. But if it is let, I can come here and say, man, my T is no more Ash and Joe. My T is now Grace. And everything just works fine. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Any other person? Akram, I've taken all your time, man. You are the one that gave me the floor. I'm sorry. Okay, people, any other question? Any other question, please? Okay, if we don't have any question, let Akram quickly recap the use of bits. Because moving forward here, I want everybody to put their stuff on bits. And please, can we use this week? Yeah, this week, I will be open. Chat me up anytime. Yeah, I'm going to reply. Can we use this? Can we use this can we use this week to cover up as much as we can on JavaScript so that we use the later part of the month to wrap up JavaScript events, and we can use few JavaScript within our previous projects so that next month, yeah, we start looking at Angular. We start with Angular first, yeah. Okay. All right, thanks. Akram, over to you.
Yeah. Hello. How you doing? So I'm everyone is here today. So let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. Share. Okay. So can you see my screen? Hope you can see my mic.
Yes. Yes.
You can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see your screen. But we can't see your password.
You want to see my password? Look at this guy. Okay. So last we're going to look at Git. So those people who do not attend session we had, we talked about Git, and we basically going to use GitHub. So there's so many other ways you can use Git. There is Git, there's GitLab. In this case, I'm using GitHub because it's the most, I think you can call it user friendly person. So it's easy for you to start with. In this case, what we're going to do, it helps you always on a remote server, then it helps you to always update. Yes?
I'm not hearing clearly. It's kind of breaking. I think from a
Can you
point.
hear me now?
Still breaking.
Check. Am I breaking for everyone?
Yeah, I think network is breaking it, something like that.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, but it's not really that loud. It's not really that audible.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Let me do this. Yes, I check. Oh, can you hear me?
No.
We can hear you faintly, but I think it's fine.
You can hear me now, right?
Yeah, we can hear you, but it's not just it's just not
You
loud
can
enough.
proceed. You can proceed and be loud enough.
Okay, what about? Can you hear me? Okay, should we continue?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I was explaining what it is and what it is used for. So in Git, what it is used for is that you can create a repository on either GitLab. You can always this helps you to work in groups, collaborate. So you can always show your GitLab and always edit it, you can always update it all the time, and you can enable everyone around the world, everyone who you don't stay with, to always same project with you. So it helps you to collaborate with other people on the same project. Hope I'm clear. So what we did last time,
Sir, your voice is breaking.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Sir,
the network is terrible. I think the Akram network is bad today.
Oh, yeah, today weekend network is so bad.
Okay,
So,
Akram.
Yes.
Hello, Akram.
I can hear you.
Yeah, I think it's the network. Let me help you do the wrap up. Yeah, then during the week. Yeah, during the week we can now. Yeah. Probably let me start by asking how many of us currently use Gate? My check.
Passively, sir. I've created an account before now.
You created an account. Yeah. Who again?
Well, I just started using it, chat.
Okay, let me ask. How many of us have a Git account first? Oh no. Let me do like this. Who doesn't have a Git account?
I have.
I don't have. I don't have.
Okay, so Lydia and Peace doesn't have. Okay, so let me share my
I
screen.
don't have.
I said I have.
Oh, okay, Lydia. I was wondering why. Brian doesn't have.
Yeah,
Peace,
I also don't have.
Peace and Brian doesn't have. Okay, I believe you guys are on your system, right? So I'm sharing this. I'm going to share this link with you guys. I think I've shared it before. Can we all see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to share this link with you.
Yes, you can see your screen.
Yeah, this for me, these are the collections of one of the best JavaScript books you can get anywhere. Yeah. So it has the free version online, and it has the if you want the PDF, you can buy on AWS. Yeah. I'll share it in the group. We can use that too. So let's now go back to our Git. Yeah. For those my friends that doesn't have Git, yeah, we could have it during, yeah. So how can we say we should have it during the week? So me, I'll use this to achieve for those that doesn't have Git. So Brian, you're on your system, right? Brian.
Yo.
Yeah. I want you to open the account now.
Slack. Yeah.
You said?
This guy has sent us a link on.
Yeah. So
yeah, I'm on my.
Peace, are you on
I'm
your
on my.
No, I'm not.
So I sent the link on Slack, GitHub. Yeah. I want you to open an account. Yeah. So Akram is going to give a follow-up track, but let me just explain for those that have been using Git, what we use Git to do. Well, we just use Git to manage our code, yeah, and manage make development faster when you start working in teams. For example, if you check this my repo, wait, is that going somewhere? Sorry, can everybody see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Yeah, I can see it, but the font size.
But you are seeing the Git repo, right? You are seeing my Git repo.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. I'm trying to increase the. I'm trying to increase the size, though. Is it better now for you? So
yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Yeah. So this efforts to manage the code, work together as a team. Yeah. You can push to the repo. Another person can pull your code. Um, Essence, that is what Git just does. Yeah, it gives us ability to work together as a large team. Everybody can share their code. I can pull piece code, work on it, add whatever I want to add to it, push it back. Git can piece can pull my branch, check the corrections I've made, and you get. So I'll leave that bit of this for Akram to do during the week. Yeah, probably we use it to do our midweek catch up. Yeah, probably Tuesday and Wednesday. We agree on time. For those that doesn't know how to use Git, if you know how to use Git very well, you don't have to be, except you just want to do a refresher course. Yeah. But for those that doesn't know how to use Git, you can be there. So sync with Akram. Yeah, and let's make sure this happens on or before Wednesday. Okay, so I'm going to be available throughout the week for anyone that wants to catch up on JavaScript. I want us to close up JavaScript this week so that next week we can start using JavaScript inside of our applications. The last projects that we've done. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Any question, observation? I think we can call it a wrap for the week.
Yeah,
I wanted to suggest. Hello.
Yeah, go
yes.
ahead.
I wanted to suggest if we could just hold the JIT class today, probably in the evening period or something like that. I don't know if it's okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
so for those that wants to do the Git, yeah, just sync with Akram.
Okay.
Yeah, I sync with Akram on the platform. You guys can agree on time, yeah. But I think Akram said his network is bad weekends.
Oh, sure.
Any other person? Any
okay.
other person?
Mic check.
Yeah, check Akram, go ahead.
Yeah, so we can think like later the night will be okay, night will be okay, but during the day we also have this promotion, free data, what network thing is so bad.
Yeah, you guys should agree, yeah, on the platform and sync, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Any other question?
No.
Is Kite on this call? Okay, I think she had dropped off.
Strange.
Yeah, I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
During this week, are we supposed to read as we're adding the JavaScript in the previous work or just reading and practicing?
Okay, yeah, this week is perfecting everything on JavaScript, yeah. For example, I want us to build up, probably I'll state all of those things out. I want us to build up on objects, what events are. We have string methods, we have number methods, we have arrays. Arrays have array method, array sort, array retrieval. We have dates, we have date format, yeah. We have comprehensions, we have conditions, we have switch, we have loops. Where we are doing for loops, we are doing for each. We have loop again, we have while loop, we have break. Yeah, I want us to master all of those. Yeah. So that once we start writing the program itself and doing the core graphical, we already have an idea of what a switch condition and a condition else statement. Where should I use switch instead of just using if else or else if statements? Yeah. Where should I use for if? Where should I use it? Yeah. Then we can quickly round up on say arrow functions, um, spread operators, and all of those. So once we start writing the code using JavaScript to solve problems, yeah, you already have an idea of what all of those syntax, all of those things are. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Is that can be extended.
Can we do what?
Because there's actually a whole lot of concepts that someone has to learn and understand. Like before we now really digest things before we just start with everybody.
I didn't get your point.
I'm saying, sir, that can we extend the time to learn JavaScript a little bit? Because there's a whole lot of concepts that someone has to learn before starting the project so that we can understand it before we start.
Don't worry. When we get to that point, when we get to that point here, you just listen. We know we should extend. But I want us to go all out right now. Okay? Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right. Okay. See you during the week, people. Enjoy the rest of
Okay.
the weekend. Bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye. Thank
Bye.
you.
You're welcome.
Thanks for everything.
Thank you, sir.